everyone, this is Papa Zero here once again, and today will be the conclusion of the Friendly Fire SSF race. If you've seen the previous videos, you know what this build is all about now. I gave you the details previous video, but I will be going over some nuances or things I didn't explain in more full, proper detail. This video will also mainly be going over the highlights because it is, quite frankly, more of the same, but because we are powered up, you will see the full extent of our Tempest Shield in action. Just note that yes, if you're also playing on Windows 95, you will have some scary frame droppage, but don't you worry. When the frames resume, you may still be alive. If not, hey, there's always the next time. One of the biggest things that I should have mentioned in previous video when I was doing the full explanation, that you do indeed need a full spell block, otherwise you'll die to your buds' chains. But also, you want to be as close to them as possible, because even though the chain range is absolutely ridiculous, if you get too far away from your buds, then there's less of a chance that the chain's gonna target you. So it's not just about being in the proximity to your buds, but it's about the enemy's proximity. So the optimal strategy with this setup is being as close to your bud as possible. If you could just literally be on top of each other the whole race, perfectly synced up, you probably never have to attack or flame dash ever again.
You can see the lightning. Where's it going?
Get away from me! Yo, dude, we just insta-phased him. And then I got insta-phased from my buds' Tempest Shields. Don't worry, we were able to take him down, but it was kind of a boring fight, so I just skipped ahead to Arakaali, the Act 7's main boss. And here I actually wanted to show some defenses too, because like I mentioned before, this build is meant to take damage. And again, the only time any one of us dies is to our own Tempest Shield. Which also brings up the point of, at this time, most of us don't have a natural 75 spell block. So what we do is, because of Bastion of Hope Ascendancy, which grants us an additional 10% spell block, if we cast something, we put Steel Skin on our left click mouse button, so that way it activates fairly regularly. And when it activates, it counts as casting a spell, so therefore we get the additional 10% spell block. Now, if you pay attention, anytime the Steel Skin activates, it's gone in less than a split second, because we take so much damage. So honestly, using something like Precision, level 1 Precision, or Vitality, or Clarity, or even something like Vortex, something that will insta-cast, is the way to go. Now, Vortex is probably not the best idea, because you don't want to inflict chill on your buds, but you could if you wanted to mess with them.
Hello, my friend. What is happening? I really died. I don't know what happened.
Yes,
What happened there?
1 frame per minute. Oh, whoa, I'm alive! I'm alive!
Oh, you guys still stuck. What? I saw you guys standing still there. So what are you guys doing? I wasn't stuck. It took like 5 seconds.
Dude, I had 1 frame per 10 seconds. Like, it was not good. I think this was the point in Act 3 where it finally came all together. Because on some of the bosses, some of the uniques, some of the rares, and just in general, walking through the acts, we weren't even attacking. We were just hanging out, chilling. And everything just sort of melted. There is a little bit of a ramp up on some of the bosses, which is kind of funny because, you know me, I love poison. So for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, and you'll see it later, but on the bosses, it takes a little bit of time for them to take damage, but then once it starts rolling, once it starts going, it's just like, pow, 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 pow. they just melt. And yeah, there's, you know, of course, the shock that is inflicted and ramps up just a tiny bit from like 5% to 7% or something like that. But how it goes from, you know, just slowly ramping to just killing them super quick, or even just insta-phasing a boss, is really interesting. Speaking of which, perfect example right here. I skipped a little bit. I danced around the videos just a little bit just so I could bring you this right here. Notice that the first half of this cathedral boss's life takes about 10 seconds to deplete. But then the second half of his life, 3 seconds nearly. What is going on? This ain't no poison. This is pure and unadulterated lightning damage. I was going to try to show you with this Act 9 boss what I meant, but obviously he has phases and my frames drop to about, you know, 1 frame every 15-20 seconds, and it was just kind of impossible to kind of show. Maybe at the tail end, just a tiny bit, you kind of see how his last maybe 1/5 of his life just disappears. But on to Kitava next. Let's see what the Act 10 boss has in store for us.
Here we go, boys. For the family picture. Got this, boys. And I'm done. Look at him getting instant shocked. And he was looking the wrong way, Maka.
Some of you who have been really paying attention might have noticed that since Act 4, I've had a topaz flask. Now, do I use it 100% of the time? No. Okay, I forget that I have to press it in order for it to be activated. But it does add a little bit more protection from our Thunderbolt's damage taken action. That being said, is it a requirement for this build? No. Are you still gonna die with or without it? Yes. Once the lightning strike, lightning bolt, thunderbolt, whatever you want to call it, goes through your defenses and hits you in the dome, you're dead. There's just nothing you can do. Once again, I want to shout out the 2 brothers from Netherlands, the Olsen twin brothers with bushy beards, and the one and only, the Belgian prince himself that also joined us on this quest. Thank you so much, guys. And also, before I go, I'll leave you with these clips where we tried to crash the server, but let's just say a couple of us are running Windows 95 still, so that didn't happen. Hey, I wasn't the only one that crashed, okay?
Let's keep casting forever. Let's hold it. Nothing's happening. 600. Wait. Oh, my frames. Got 1 frame every 3 seconds. 23 seconds, I think. No, 2.5 seconds. I'm actually dying. What? I died. Is it really going so fast? No, it can't be. We actually can't destroy the server. Why? I have 3k HP on the dot. Why can't we destroy the server?
Okay. I got disconnected, boys.
Oh, I touched the left. I mean, like slowly spread out or what to make it a bigger. Yeah, there you go. Slowly. If you go too far, it's what? How many casts a second is this? With frames. I'm sure this is good for your RPCs. I think so. It's getting bigger though.
thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Level go.
Oh, yo, did you guys check your resistances? Because I'm at 62 now.
Oh, damn.
Hold up.
With purity of light. Oh, no, I'm capped with purity.
That's by purity or something.
Alright, one sec.
Oh, no. I'm not.
Dude, I put LE weakness on you.
I. Like, what?